Welcome to aPODcalyptic Times with your host, Travis Spencer.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, aliens of all colors, welcome to aPODcalyptic Times. My best intro ever. Next year is going to be the World Cup. So if we've got a million people in the streets for this little tournament that only, I think there's 8 countries there.
Isn't that kind of what is spurring the protest, though? Like
the
they're
World
spending
Cup
all this money on stadiums and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
I don't
infrastructure.
I don't know if you listened to that
Cup.
video that we just watched, but
Well,
exactly what he said.
Yeah.
They're pissed off because there's people who are starving in the streets, and then they raise the bus fare.
Well,
they're doing all these little things, and this is after once they got the World Cup, the politicians came on TV and promised everybody that it was all going to be publicly or privately funded.
Right.
And then of course it just comes out of public funding.
It's always that way, though.
Yeah. And then so people are pissed, and there are huge ghettos in Brazil too. So
Right.
There's some cities that are all ghetto.
To just take the government side for a second, I don't think that they're correct or anything, but it's like, would the World Cup not generate enough revenue to justify the spending that they're doing?
That's
or
what the
no?
politicians will tell you.
Oh, cool, okay.
But who's getting that revenue?
Right, that's what I'm saying. They're not kicking it down to the slums, that's for sure.
What do you think will be the apocalypse?
Well, I just want to start by saying congratulations to you guys, because I think that question is the best question to format a show around. For
You can steal that to me.
Don't congratulate us.
Really? You don't like it?
No, it's not that we don't like it.
Well,
we
thank
show
you,
up
Ben.
every
I'll
week.
take that. Thank you very much, Ben. That's awesome.
Well, for putting up with it. For putting up with it.
Yeah,
Quite an ordeal.
that's the hard part.
I like it. I think it takes imagination, and it's like you have to kind of grapple with the reality of it. Really, we're kind of in a place where we kind of know we fucked up our planet, and it's kind of a downer. I don't know if we're gonna be able to fix it. So I guess I just have to kind of say I'm kind of unfortunately aware, the inconvenient of it or whatever. That the oceans are dying, and then we're gonna all not be able to breathe, and the food chain will go away, and we'll have to either eat completely processed foods.
Right.
We're not gonna be able to grow our own foods if the earth is so polluted that we can't grow food. We're gonna starve, and so it will be a fucking bloodbath.
The only plants that will grow will be GMOs that have been modified to grow in this new age radioactive soil that we've created.
To break you for the calloused bitch you are. Came to suck your insides out and sparkle like a star.
At the trucks, and I'm walking with no flashlight, and it's pitch black down a trail, and I come up on 2 people out of nowhere. They're in the trail, and as my eyes dilate and I get closer, I recognize one of them is very aware that I'm there, looking right at me, but not moving, and the other one is you can tell the man is looking right at me, but the woman is using her vampire senses. I could just sense she was blind as a bat, looking into the darkness, and her eyes did not have pupils. Jesus. And she was completely white, and my fucking heart just started beating so fast. I could hear it in my head, and I'm like, oh shit. And I just kept walking.
But she was a physical being, not a...
They were both there.
Yeah.
But we had
How
no
close did you
interaction. And I just got close enough to just see, just as my eyes got, dilated to the area I'm in, with a little bit of moonlight, coming through the trees.
Full moon?
I could just sense the shit out of the evil, though. It was so scary. I don't know. Right. I don't remember, but...
How many mushrooms did you eat before that?
None.
Sober, just working.
I wish it were drug induced, but it was very real.
Huh? Is there a chance they were just extras?
Yeah. No, but it felt I didn't really
Were they
know.
filming Twilight in a different part of the forest?
It's time for On the John with John Derby.
Way to go, Miami. Way to buy another championship. that series was over by the end of Game 6. End of regulation in Game 6, that series was over. The Spurs were exposed. They were gassed. They gave everything they had, and they came up short because old man Ray Allen had one big shot left in him. Way to go, Jesus Shuttlesworth. Now I can't watch sports at least for another week because then I gotta hear about the greatness of LeBron James and I have to see Chris Bosh's stupid predator-like face screaming with a mouth guard in. Awesome. Way to ruin sports for me. Fortunately, come August, we can talk about football, which is the one sport that really matters in this country and the world. I'm not talking F-U-T-B-O-L. Yeah, it's... God, I hate the NBA. It's so fucking boring, especially because it's like all you have to do is buy a championship. I just hope the Clippers are the ones to buy a championship this year. See ya.
Won't go. Rebound Bosh.